In a world where hopium and common sense collide, starring the CryptoKeeper and BlockchainCrusader. Welcome to Debate Crypto. It is Black Friday, and we are looking at blood in the streets and in the crypto space. That means, that's right, things are on sale. Welcome, everybody. We are having a little Black Friday special. It's your boy CryptoKeeper and BlockchainCrusader with Debate Crypto. Glad to see everybody here. If you are jumping into the live chat, make sure you guys smash up a like for us. It definitely helps tell YouTube that you that you at least listen to something that we say, right? It says, hey, we heard these guys ask us to do something and we actually followed through and did it. So we would appreciate that. And if you're over in TikTok, come on over to YouTube. I've got that posted, Debate Crypto. Come on over, subscribe. Just as a reminder, front end of the show, we're giving away $500 December 23rd. So somebody's going to have a nice little Christmas present. So Miguel, talk to me. What is on the podium today?
First off, we've got the largest rug pull of Avalanche ever to occur in history. So we're going to be covering that up for everybody that's interested in these DAOs with all this crazy APY, right? And then we got the top 5, that's right, top 5 Metaverse coins that are pumping right now or are about to start pumping. And to wrap it up, we have Secret Network bringing privacy to all major blockchains.
Heck yeah! I actually have the wrong screen share on, so let me flop this out right quick. Let's start off with a little market overview here. Let's get into it. Let's check it out. Like I said, the day has been bloody. Bitcoin down 8.53% on the day, 6.6 on the week. ETH down 10%. Oh, my heart, it hurts. Binance Coin down 8%. Solana down 9%. Literally, guys, I could go through and tell you the exacts on all these. Literally, as I scroll down, most of it is between 8 and 13%. There's a few little outliers, but mostly everything is down around that 10% number. I think it's interesting, Miguel, because a lot of times when we have, Bitcoin drop, 8, 9, 10%, the alts suffer drastically more, and we've not seen that today. So that gives me some confidence that there's some strength in the market, that people are ultimately saying, no, you know what, we don't believe this is the end. I had a few people ask me on a TikTok live stream, hey, CryptoKeeper, is this the bear market? So I want to ask you, Miguel, before we get into it, are we in the bear market?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. What tells you that we're not in the bear market?
Bro, it's the end of the year, bro. Christmas jingles are coming, and Bitcoin's about to blast off, dude. So, guys, drop it in the chat right now. We got 20 people in here. Drop it in the chat. What are you guys doing? Are you guys Black Friday shopping for cryptos right now? If you are, drop your favorite cryptos that you're looking at right now. Let's get the chat rolling, guys.
Let's get it on. Yeah, guys, if you are Black Friday shopping, we were actually going to do a little bit of some Black Friday deals. But then as Miguel and I talked about it, we were like, everything is on sale. This is very Black Friday appropriate. You look down the list and it's all on sale. So guys, get your discount, get in where you fit in, pick what you like. You know what's hot, or at least if you've been paying attention to our channel, you know what's hot. Let's get into it, Miguel. Let's kick it off with...
Wait, another quick thing I wanted to say is everybody was crying just a few days ago or last week that, Bitcoin was pumping back up and, oh man, if there was another dip, I really want to be part of that next dip. Right? When Bitcoin was at 67,000 just a few weeks ago, everybody was saying, oh man, if only the next dip, I'm going to buy that next dip. Here it is. And now we have everybody crying, oh, this is it. It's over. Bitcoin's coming back down. Yep. The bull market is being extended into late 2022. We're not going to have a blow off top. Yep. It's the same rinse and repeat cycle every single time.
It is.
No
Miguel.
one's ever excited for red days. Never.
Yeah. No. And you have to be able to get excited about the red days, because the red days, literally, you need to equate red with opportunity. I did a little silly TikTok video this morning, and basically my daughter was waking up crying, and I was acting as if like she was upset, and I was like, "Baby, you're supposed to be excited, right? We are excited for Red Days because it is opportunity, and really until you, the retail investor, can figure out that Red does actually equal opportunity, you're going to struggle. It's going to be hard. You might get lucky. You might have some long-term holds that have done really well for you. But if you are trying to make any sort of short-term movements or extend the size of your gains over that long haul, you need to understand that red means opportunity. So speaking of opportunity, people have been jumping into these DAOs, right, Miguel? We have talked about it. You have Olympus DAO, you have Wonderland. We actually are in Wonderland right now.
Yeah,
Okay,
we have
which
Olympus DAO, we have Wonderland, we have Snowbank, we have, I believe, one called Spartacus on the Phantom
yep,
Network.
yep,
I think there's another one. There's this one, Snowdog DAO, which is a SHIB competitor.
yeah.
And there's quite a few other ones. There's a lot of them out there.
There's a lot of them, and ultimately, the thing that we're going to get into with this, and we'll dive into it a little further, is the APYs on these are very enticing. And they're supposed to be, okay? It doesn't mean that they're all going to be a rug pull. It doesn't mean that you're going to get screwed over on it. But what it does mean is that people that are looking to take advantage of you will utilize the fact that there are a lot of these out there right now. So let's kick it off with this. SHIB competitor SnowDogDao allegedly falls victim to largest rug pull in Avalanche history. Look at this dog. This dog's really sad about this rug pull. You can just tell in his eyes, right? SnowDogDao. This dog's like, man, we lost it all. So SnowDogDao, a pioneering mimetic dog coin protocol on Avalanche, today sees its SDog token losing 90% of its value. Here's what happened. Malefactors made $10 million by front-running SnowDogDao. According to multiple tweets shared by the enthusiast of SnowDogDao and its Avalanche-based token SDog, its value was ruined today. SnowDog rug pulled. Here's how. 1, they promised a $40 million buyback happening on its own DEX, SnowSwap, and migrated all liquidity from Joe, which is Trader Joe. 2, SnowSwap contract requires a challenge key to trade, which only insiders knew it beforehand. And number 3, insiders backran the buyback and made $10 million, right? As explained by anonymous developer, how do you say, Artoria Master? Before the promised buyback of SDog tokens happened, due to the migration from Trader Joe DEX to the native platform, someone who knew the quote challenge key, a part of the SnowDogDao contract, backran the buyback and started selling tokens. With this operation, a hypothetical insider made almost $10 million as SDog tokens were immediately converted into other cryptocurrencies. Miguel, talk to me about why or how something like this happens. It does happen, and it is something that we talk about a lot as hey, be careful. Why did this happen? Why do things like this happen? What happened here?
So the reason why things like this happen is because the crypto markets are so new and there's so many new investors that just see the opportunity of getting rich overnight, right? 1,000,000% APY, just hold for 6 months and you're gonna be rich, right? Shiba lovers and Dogecoin lovers holding because they're gonna make it to $1 and get rich overnight. So it's so much there's so much temptation to throw your money in there and get rich overnight because a few people have done it. So this is my dog, everybody. So she's not very happy about the snow dog.
She's not a snow dog.
No, she's not. She's very upset that she wasn't in on that rug pull. So it happens because of greed. People get greedy. They want to get rich overnight and they throw their money into something that's extremely risky. They don't know half of the way these things work in the first place. And they just see a large APY and they get convinced. And that's one of the biggest mistakes that new crypto investors make is the fact that they're just greedy and they take too much risk onto their portfolio. Another thing I want to say about this is not this one in particular was talked about in TikTok often, not that I saw, But a lot of TikTok content creators show up with a lot of these DAOs. They make a video and say, it's probably a scam, but I'm going to throw a few bucks at it. It's probably a scam, but I'm going to throw a
Yeah.
few bucks at it, right? Incentivizing newer investors that are watching to throw some money at these scams. If it's a scam, if you see all, if it quacks like a duck and walks like a duck, it's probably a duck. So if you think that this is a scam in the first place, don't get involved.
Yeah.
Don't just get involved for the greed of maybe, 3 or 4 or 5xing your money. People in the crypto markets are extremely, extremely greedy and want to make money off absolutely anything, even if it's the biggest scam. With they literally created, I think they created a DAO that was called like Rug DAO.
Yeah.
Like literally, it's like, come on, who? And there's people putting money into it
Yes.
because of greed. People
Yep.
need to check their greed.
Yeah, 100%. And actually, speaking of greed, check this out. So it goes a little bit further, and it says that SDog was aggressive. Man, I cannot read today. So let's start this over. It should be noticed that SDog was aggressively shilled by mainstream crypto promoters prior to the quote accident. Right. It says a huge SHIB holder, Mars Brothers, just bought 300 billion SDog. This was a tweet, by the way. He previously bought 400 billion SHIB in April, and now it's worth $20 million. His new portfolio seems to be based on holding SDog. Miguel, this is exactly what you're talking about. People get
Yes.
into this and they start to push. And the whole idea behind it is not, hey, check out the tokenom. It's not this. It's not, look what this project is doing. Here's how it works. Here's the tokenomics. Here's how it's going to change the landscape of whatever, the industry that it's in. None of that. It is simply this. Hey, you can get rich right now. And literally, that is how people have been getting scammed for hundreds of years. It is the promise of a different, better financial life right now. It's like what was it that they used to do with the emails, Miguel? It was a Nigerian thing mainly, where it's
Yes.
like a Nigerian prince basically like emailing someone. I don't remember exactly how the scam went, but it's the same idea. It was like, hey, help us out here, and because of who I am and what I can do for you, we can change your life right now. And people would do it. And so I feel for people that get pulled, but sometimes you just have to realize, like, hey, if you don't recognize when you're getting into, like when we got in, for example, when we got into Wonderland, the reason that I put such a small amount into it, I wasn't thinking that it was a rug pull. There was enough people in it and enough going on with it that it seemed like it was a legitimate project. But I wanted to see, can I get money in? Can I get money out? Does it do what it says it's doing? How's the liquidity? Like I was testing it wasn't me saying, this might be a rug pull, but I'm going to put some money in anyway. It was,
Yeah.
hey, let's make sure this is actually operating as it should.
Yeah, and it's just for educational purposes, right?
Yeah.
We run the Debate Crypto Academy. People
Yeah.
want to learn about how these DAOs work. So the best way to get experience is by hands-on experience and learning about it. So we put in a little bit of money to figure out how everything worked and to then be able to explain to people, hey, if you really want to get into this extremely risky project, this is the way it works. But
Yeah.
with the education of it's extremely, extremely risky. Not like some of these TikTok content creators just saying, hey, look at this, all this APY, passive income, right? Get passive income, get rich off passive income, and go retire on a beach somewhere.
Yeah. No doubt. So yeah, guys, just listen. Here's the moral of the story. The moral of the story is the majority of you are not going to just get rich overnight on tossing $100 or $1,000 into a project. It's just not real life.
Yep.
Okay. If life were that easy all the time, we would have people would have a lot different outlook on a daily basis, right? This is going to be my day, right? No, it's just not real life. And that's the truth in the crypto space too. Now, can you put in small amounts of money over time and one of them hits on one of your projects and all of a sudden you make life-changing wealth? 100%. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It has happened. It does happen. And ultimately, I would use myself as an example for that. Got a great, successful construction business. Things are going great. But I bought a lot of Ethereum at a really low price. And now I'm sitting on a lot, right? And so it does happen, right? That wasn't based on, hey, I want to get rich right now. That was based on, I love what this project is doing, and long term, I'm going to hold that. right?
Yeah.
So I
Wait,
think
quick.
it's one of those things
Somebody
that
just
yeah,
asked.
yeah. Let's jump into the
Somebody
chat.
said did Wonderland get rug pulled? No, Wonderland did not
Mhm.
get rug pulled. A Shiba competitor called Snowdog DAO is the
Yeah,
one that got rug pulled.
yeah,
Pretty much trying to do the same kind of technology as these other DAOs, but with some little changes here and there, which obviously
yeah.
led to a rug pull. And the
Hey,
biggest thing I want to say about this as well is, unfortunately, in the real world, dogs are the most trustworthy things that you can hold as a
that's a really
friend,
good
right?
point. That's a
But when
really
it comes to crypto, dog anything is a super red flag. Avoid all kinds of dog related cryptocurrencies because
yeah.
it's only a matter of time before they bite you when you're not looking.
Yeah, that's that, dude. I love it. I'm marinating in that comment there. I love what you just said there. That's so true, dude. Dogs are your best friend, but when it comes to the crypto space, buyer beware, right?
Yeah.
Listen. So Bart, long time subscriber of the channel. Bart's been a great guy for the channel, always in here. He says Gold Fever and Miguel. Might I remind you of the conversation we had this morning? So we've been talking about Gold Fever for a while. And when we talk about projects, guys, here's the deal. We are still your regular Joe Schmo, right? We might have bought a lot of crypto and have done well, but the reality is I don't just have like endless liquidity, right? Just like laying around. Like I don't like sleep on a mattress just full of hundreds, right? And so we just can't buy into everything, but we talk about projects that we really like and feel like have potential so that you guys can make that decision. Well, Gold Fever was one of them that a couple different times we were actually ready to put money in, and my ADD brain off somewhere else, and then it like didn't happen. And then yesterday what did we talk about it 2 days ago, Miguel? Like the day before yesterday, I think it was. We were
Yep.
talking about it, and
Yep.
then yesterday that freaking thing pumped like 100% or something. Like it just absolutely. We went from like $4 to 750 or 760 or
Something
something
like
like
that.
that. It was
Yep.
definitely a big move. So Bart, I hope that you, my friend, were in on that. We always want our subscribers making money, dude. So I hope that you made money on that. And ultimately, guys, I still think Gold Fever has a long way to go. I'm very interested to see when that game launches, guys. That is an example of one of these what they call AAA games coming out that I think in the long run is going to be very successful. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, 100%. And I honestly believe that there's going to be when these coins get released, before, there's a time where they don't pump and then they have a huge pump and they're going to come back down again.
Yeah,
There will be better opportunities, buying opportunities for Gold Fever. Could be
yeah,
wrong on the short term right now. Gold Fever could just keep on pumping, but eventually there will be a better time to buy some Gold Fever.
yeah,
And we got another good question here,
yeah,
saying, how much is price influenced by talking about a particular coin? That really depends on the market cap of the coin, how small the market cap is of the
yeah,
coin, and how big the influence of the content creator is, right? If the content creators, like some people we know that will remain unnamed, that contain over like, a million something people on a certain platform, and they all pump a very small, 10 million or so market cap coin, they could see some price action move. Maybe nothing huge, but some price movements. They can definitely move NFT projects
oh,
because that is
easy,
definitely super
easy,
easy to pump.
yeah.
Um, so it
But
really depends.
so, and in conjunction with that, Miguel's totally right. It does depend on the size of the project. But let me explain something to you. When you see Bud Light commercials, for example, and you see them all the time, it's not about you seeing the commercial and immediately saying, "Oh my God, I got to have a beer." The commercial is brand recognition. It is something that you see it, you know it. You see it, you know it. You see it, you know it. And a lot of what these assets, these cryptocurrencies are doing is creating that brand awareness, is creating that brand recognition. And when that finally takes hold, then it's just like one of the conversation pieces. And once it gets to that, that means that there is enough people talking about it that it absolutely can move, especially if it's got a really low market cap, like Miguel said. But like Bitcoin, for example, no. Miguel and I could talk about it till we're blue in the face. BitBoy Crypto can talk about it every single, good friend of the channel. He can talk about it every single day. He does talk about it every single day. Everybody talks about Bitcoin. We're talking about moving an over $1 trillion asset. Nah, not
It's not
happening.
gonna
But
happen.
you want to talk about moving a $10 million asset? Absolutely. You've got, let's say you've got 1 million people, and just 10% of your people toss $100 in, you're moving it. It is
Yeah,
moving. So
exactly.
great question though. Great question. So let's move on. One of the things that in the cryptocurrency space that a lot of people have struggled with, and it's not just the cryptocurrency space, but it is just in our life in general in 2021, is privacy. Okay. And privacy is something with our data that I feel is super important. And I think sometimes it gets overlooked. So let's take a look at this. Privacy is coming to the interblock communication, that's IBC, network via secret network collaboration. So a proposition to greenlight secret network joining the IBC protocol is set to pass, with most voters saying yes to the tie-up. Okay. What is IBC? Cosmos launched IBC in March, this year as a way to transfer crypto assets quickly and easily between different blockchains. Pause. That's super important. We are getting to the point where these blockchains need to be bridgeable, and they need to be able to be moved quickly, efficiently, and hopefully we can work on some of the pricing, because Miguel, as you know, we've bridged some assets, and
Oh yeah.
it's never fun. So dubbed the Internet of Blockchains, IBC is said to be the first chain to have permissionless and open source cross-chain token transfer capabilities. This will enable several new use cases for cross-chain DeFi. So IBC can be used to build a wide range of cross-chain applications, including but not limited to token transfers, interchain accounts, delegate calls between two chains, non-fungible token transfers, and Oracle data feeds. Okay. So with the secret network almost certain to join the IBC, member chains will soon be able to benefit from privacy by default, programmable privacy, Web3 interoperability, and further decentralization. So check out this chart right here. This says Secret Network brings programmable privacy to all major blockchains. Guys, to simplify the heck out of this, we have so many different blockchains. What we're showing here, we've got Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Monero, Terra, Bitcoin, Polkadot, Cosmos. And then within these, you have all of these different, assets,
Ecosystems.
right?
Yeah.
These different ecosystems. That's a better way of putting it. And all of these need to be able to have some sort of privacy. Right now, because it is a public blockchain, almost all of these, with the exception, I believe, and Miguel, you can probably know this a little better, but with the exception of maybe Monero, all of these
And Zcash.
and Zcash, okay, the majority of these are not going to have much privacy, right? And so I think that this is going to be really interesting. This is an asset that Miguel and I have on our radar, right? We're reading this, talking about it. Privacy is huge. Our economy is in a state where privacy could be, very, very important. And we're moving towards the day where blockchain is everything. And so guess what? You still need some sort of privacy. And I think that this might help implement some of that. Miguel, what are your thoughts? You're muted.
So yeah, I know.
Oh.
My thoughts are that, like you're saying, privacy on the blockchain is huge. And not just on the blockchain. Privacy in people's lives in general is a huge factor that people completely underrate, right? People are
Yep.
bringing all these smart devices into your house, a smart fridge, smart TVs, the Alexas, right? The Echoes, the whatever. All those things are, all they're doing is they're recording absolutely everything you speak about inside your house, waiting for certain keywords to be triggered and activate. But all those recordings aren't just being deleted right after. They're all being stored somewhere, because
Yeah.
that gets, you know why? Because these companies are getting to know you in your most private moments, in your most private conversations, and they
Yep.
hear what products you're talking about. They hear what kind of things you're seeing on TV and what you're talking about. If you're interacting with a commercial, oh man, that was a really good commercial. Talk about XYZ product, yada
Yep.
yada. And they're seeing what works. They're building metadata on you to be
Yep.
able to more directly target you with ads.
Yep.
They know when you're running out of milk. They know what market you like going to. They know all these things. Now in the finance sector, right, the blockchain, they know where you're transacting all your money, what exchanges you're using, what wallets you're using, where you're sending your money here and there. So being able to hide anything and be able to keep anything private is very, very, very difficult. And
Yeah.
people don't understand that having no privacy is a big danger in this world.
Yeah.
The government does everything to keep everything private. Why is everything in your life public?
Yeah, that's an absolute fact. That's a fact. Check this out. So it says, who is Secret Network? Secret Network protects users, secures applications, and unlocks hundreds of new use cases for Web3. The team intends to tackle the problem of exposed data, allowing protocols and users greater control of how data is used and stored. This they term programmable privacy. I'm not going to read the rest of the article, but ultimately, this is the way of the world now. The most valuable asset now on planet Earth, if you ask someone that is in tune with what's going on, is data. And I think when that idea first got introduced to me, when some years ago, the idea that that ultimately, if you're not spending anything for it, you are the product, it didn't quite click. I was kind of like, yeah, that's just a conspiratorial thing to say. Like, do these people really blah, 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 right? But the reality is, think about it. If you knew every single little in and out of a person before you ever met up with them, and let's say your goal was to be able to get them to invite you over for dinner, get them to do something nice with you, for you, date that person, whatever. How much of an advantage do you have knowing everything about that person right off the rip? It's not even, you can't even describe that. That absolutely opens the front door. And essentially what these companies are doing is they're opening your front door. They're saying, hey, we're here. You don't really recognize it, but we're listening to everything you say. And I'll tell you what the worst offender is, Miguel. It's our freaking cell phones. Our cell phones are absolutely. How often do you say something, and then we'll jump on to talk to the Debate Crypto Academy group on our Facebook group, and it's like, wait a minute, why am I getting an ad for? Like, Miguel, when we talked about those fat heads that one day,
Yeah.
for like behind my wall or whatever, we were gonna like put a fat head on my wall, just being goofy, whatever, talking about it. Dude, I literally yesterday, I had to delete a text message thing that kept coming through telling me about fat head promotions. I'm like, God, it's just wild. So I guess what I'm saying, people, is privacy, privacy, privacy can be a very beautiful thing. And as it relates to this world that we're moving into, which is a world of blockchain technology, we need to figure out a happy medium. Yes, there are things that make your life a little bit more fluid and easier, whether you realize it or not, that are as a result of lack of privacy. But there's got to be a line. You have to draw that line somewhere where it's like, listen, I do. And there's a lot of features you can turn off and on your phone and other things that actually kind of.
Off.
And yeah,
Turn
right.
it off.
Turn off. Yeah. So at any event, super big, thing to talk about there. And I think as things move forward, we're going to be looking into secret network, because I think that it ultimately could be a huge opportunity moving forward. What else? What else we got going on in the chat over here, Miguel? Let's see here.
So we got a good question over here saying, is there a crypto type mutual fund? I'm not sure if there's a mutual fund, but I know you could set up a crypto IRA.
Yep.
And it's a way of you being able to trade crypto and not have to pay taxes on these cryptos, because you're inside of your own IRA. I know that they're also talking about getting crypto into your 401ks, but I don't think there's any mutual funds. Are you aware of any mutual funds when it comes to crypto?
No, not that I know of. I mean, there's trusts, right? Like you
Yeah,
said, there's IRAs. There's definitely options, in the space, but not that I know
we're
of.
not there
If
yet.
there is, if there is, I certainly have not. I certainly have not seen it. Let's see here. Johnny Bad says, CryptoKeeper, I have another ETH competitor for you. So what is it, John? Oh, Johnny says Harmony One. Johnny, Harmony One's been around for
Long time.
a long time. I actually took a bunch of profits from Harmony One. The fact that you would blaspheme the name of ETH and say that Harmony One is a competitor really just kind of, I'm going to pray for you this evening. Okay, Johnny, we're going to definitely pray for you on that, because that is not going to be a quote competitor.
Well, I mean, we did see Raul Powell coming out now recently talking about Solana, right,
Yeah.
being a big
Mm-hmm.
competitor to
Yeah.
Ethereum. But guys, all these big time millionaire billionaires, are all behind Solana initially at one point or another. They've
Yeah.
come out publicly talking about how they buy at discounted rates and they're pumping their own bags, talking about
Yeah.
how Solana's this, Solana is super centralized and controlled by a bunch of huge whales. So do what you want with that information.
Yeah. But Johnny, I will say this. A smaller asset like Harmony One, if it does well, you have a huge upside with something like that, right? You do have a lot more upside, but it's already had a lot of pump. Let me just pull it up real quick and just see here. Hold on a second. I'm gonna look. Harmony One is, and I just realized I don't have my screen shared, but I'm not going to. It's fine. It's at 27 cents. The market cap is already at about $3 billion. So it's not like it's a small project, but a long way away from ETH. I will say this. Comparing those two is like saying that your local high school football team is going to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I just, to that, say good luck. So, all right, let's get
We
into this
got
last.
hold on, we
Yeah.
got another good comment here
Okay.
before we move on. So we have a comment here says, as a marketer, wouldn't you rather be served up relevant ads rather than nonsense? I am with you on the balance that needs to be had, but I live a boring life, so listen all you want. I just want to get to that last part, right? I
Yeah, I
live
was
a
going to say
boring life,
the
so I got
last
nothing.
part.
Yeah, I don't got anything. I don't do anything wrong, so I don't do anything wrong either. No
Right.
big deal as they're listening to me, but I just don't want them to listen to me. I want to say whatever I want in my own privacy and know that nothing is being held in some type of data bank collecting data on me because I said this or that. Because you got to remember, all these things can be used against you at one point or another,
Yep.
completely out of context.
Yep.
So if you say something that is not bad at all, but they just pull out, cherry pick your words, boom, there they go. They've got everything to do. Another thing that people don't understand is all these devices that are recording, what do you think they're doing with these recordings? They're not just storing them and having somebody sit in a room listening back to them like, we got one talking about Budweiser. Send them an ad. Send them an ad about Budweiser. They're not doing that, right? There's nobody sitting there listening to these things. They're feeding it to AIs. That's what they're doing. They're making AIs learn
Yeah.
based off what all the recordings that are happening. And then this AI is growing to understand target this person this way, target that person that way. AI is gonna be a huge problem in the future. Not just these, real artificial intelligence are being grown based off of our interactions. And I just don't want anybody listening to anything that I have to say about anything. I prioritize privacy. It's not about you doing something wrong, so I gotta hide. No, I don't need to hide anything, but the government nor any corporation needs to know anything about me. Just how when you go to Amazon or Google or whatever, and you ask them a straight up question about something private that they don't want to talk about, they will not reveal it. Right. So why is it that these companies and governments can keep whatever they want private from the rest of us for whatever reason? Yet when it comes to our lives, because we're not doing anything wrong, we just need to spill our guts and have everything we say on these platforms being recorded and held against us as some having zero privacy. People need to start prioritizing privacy. Having a cell phone, literally, even if your phone is off is just a mode. It doesn't mean that the phone is actually not recording what you're saying. Oh, look what we
So we
got
got
here.
a new addition to the show. This is my beautiful daughter who just woke up, who's saying, "What in the world are you doing, Daddy? I got a red spot on my face. I got no bow on, no nothing." But let me hit on this last one, Miguel, because she was crying, and I have to take care of her first. Top 5 Metaverse coins gaining the most price today: Game, DG, LYX, and Seek and PYR. So Metaverse coins continue to see bullish momentum as cryptocurrency markets begin to recover. Today, some of the top gainers are Vulcan Forged, PYR, Seek VR, Luxo, Decentral Games, and Game Credits. And it goes through and just kind of talks through, what they are up. These games, let me see here.
But let's go through them. It explains briefly what they kind of are, what
Yeah,
they're
that's what I was
doing in the
looking
market.
for.
So,
Here we go.
yeah.
Okay. Number 5, Game Credits. Launched in 2014, Game Credits is developing a decentralized metaverse game with the help of its community of creators. It features a fully decentralized autonomous governance system secured by the Ethereum blockchain and powered by Polygon. As one of the pioneers in the cryptocurrency gaming sector, Game Credits has stood the test of time and continued to innovate. So
That's crazy. It came out in 2014 and no one's really heard of it.
yeah,
I just heard about it right now.
yeah, I'm with you. And there's a lot of these that I think that are coming out that are going to do incredibly well that you will have never heard of. The gaming sector is such a competitive space with so much going on that yeah, I think that there is a lot of stuff that you're never even going to have heard of that is going to do really well. And what I'm looking forward to is finding one that's going to do really well that I actually enjoy playing. And we've talked about that before, Miguel. So let's see here. Number 4, Decentral Games. Decentral Games is a virtual play to earn casino running on Decentraland. Miguel, we've done this. It
Oh
features a
yeah.
variety of popular casino games like poker, blackjack, roulette, and more. The game is fully hosted on the blockchain, meaning there's no need to give up control of your funds. Moreover, Decentral Games features an awesome NFT collection, allowing users to customize their characters. When you guys go into Decentraland, here's a picture. We could pull it up if I had it. Don't have it pulled up, and I want to wait for it to load and
Yeah, no.
MetaMask wallet. But ultimately, you're walking around as your avatar. You can walk up to basically a blackjack table, a poker table, whatever, and actually spend mana, which is the Decentraland token, and play, and play some of these games. So I think that that's going to do really, really well. Miguel, have you heard of this one, Luxo? Luxo is a blockchain platform providing physical and digital consumer goods solutions. The team behind Luxo is developing a multiverse that defines a new digital ecosystem, merging fashion, gaming, design, and social media into the next generation virtual experience. LYX is the native token used for paying transaction fees and securing the network. It's an Ethereum version of the LYX token. Both tokens represent the same asset, just on different chains. I've not heard anything about this one, Miguel. I know
Yeah,
nothing.
but it's interesting merging fashion with gaming,
Yeah.
dude.
Uh-huh.
Fashion is going to be a huge thing in the metaverse, right? People buying skins have always been a big thing in these games, Call of Duty, Fortnite, whatever. But being able to actually wear these fashion clothing on yourself, whether you're inside the metaverse or in augmented reality, because we know augmented reality is going to be the next big thing. Everybody's focused on the virtual reality metaverse, but our world ourselves, the real world that we live in, will be a metaverse of its own because they will be digital
Yeah,
things being layered over us every day.
that's a fact. I have heard of this one, Seek VR. This is CEEK. Seek VR is looking to become the future of music streaming and publishing. It features a patented VR headset that's currently available at major retailers like Best Buy and Target. Seek VR features artists like Lady Gaga, Demi Lovato, Ziggy Marley, and much more. Seek is the native ERC20 token to the Seek VR platform. Seek provides many ways to earn tokens, including creating custom coins for artists and labels, creating various digital merchandise, sharing links on social media, and curating content for approval. In addition, Seek VR features Seek City, a VR stage for live performances. This is going to do really well, Miguel. It even talks about how it made it to the Ellen Show, showcasing the brand new VR headset and 4D headphones. At the end of the day, this is going to do well for a couple reasons. One of which is going to be that community tokens, I believe, are the future. I think community tokens are going to do very, very well in the long term.
She's so excited.
She's
Go
not going to last long, dude. So you better talk on this one. I'm going to hit this last one.
ahead.
Last one, Vulcan Forge. That's PYR. Top Metaverse coin for today is Vulcan Forge, a blockchain game studio and NFT marketplace. Vulcan Forge allows users to play, build, collaborate, earn, and bring their ideas to life. PYR is the fastest growing blockchain and DApp platform. Miguel, let me say this. We have debatecrypto.academy, okay? That is a place where we are all working together in a, to educate and to help people set up a game plan for the future. This coming bear market, guys, if you've never been through a bear market, it's going to get kind of boring, okay? Unless you are doing one of two things, in my estimation. Either trading actively, right? Or investing in and playing in the metaverse or play to earn gaming. Those are going to be two things that we are actively doing throughout this coming bear market. We are teaching people to trade, and we are teaching people with the help of actually Crypto Jeb, and he's the best, right?
Yes.
And so we're teaching people to trade, and then we are going to be not just talking about these different projects, these different play to earn games, but we're actually going to be engaging together as somewhat of a clan, and it's going to be dope. So if you guys want to sign up, check it out. It's on the screen right now, debatecrypto.academy. We would love to have you. Maybe we'll do a little
it's gonna be wild, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope. It's definitely gonna be dope. I'm super excited for it. So all right, crypto fam. Well, listen, I would have stayed on longer. Of course, daddy duty calls. My wife is actually at work today, which won't be happening much longer. Thank God. She's going to be taking care of you. Yes, your mommy going to be staying home with you. Huh?
Yeah.
Crypto's been good. Crypto's been good. So mommy going to be staying home with the baby. So crypto fam, listen, Miguel and I really do appreciate you guys. Every single day, we try to work towards helping better educate you for the future so that you can make better decisions. That's what we're all about. So if nobody's told you before today, we love you. We hope you guys have a wonderful day. Enjoy your Black Friday. And until next time, hodl.